move centre-backs and full-backs out of position because of the way he moves. And if I was to compare him to a player who I've watched more than any other player in world football, he's very similar in stature, and the way he touches the ball, and the way he shoots, and the way he passes, and the way he links up with midfield, as Robert Lewandowski.
Wow. High expectations. I like it. Okay, when you were saying that, I was thinking of another Spanish name too, Morata. Not as great as Lewandowski, but Abel Ruiz is a fantastic player. And what's so impressive about him as a striker is that he's got great feet, he's great technically, but he also has brilliant hold-up play. Yeah. Like, watch any goal that Spain have scored in this tournament, rewind a little bit, you will see him involved in the play somehow. He either gives the pass to the player that gets the assist, or he directly gets that assist. That's the sort of aspect that he brings, where I know England, they haven't conceded in this tournament, but have they gone up against a striker that's as good as Abel Ruiz? I don't think so.
Not only Abel Ruiz, though, when we talk about Sergio Gomez, them combining up top has been something lethal for them as well. And we see that he's done so well for Braga. Do we expect him to go somewhere else?
Oof. I do not think he will be a Braga player once the season starts. He has put himself really large in the shop window, and number 9s of that quality are in short supply.
Don't be around the bush. Where's he going?
Where should he go? I think AC Milan should be calling him right now. They should be ringing his agent. They need a number 9 so badly. Young, talented number 9 who can take them.
They're looking for Morata. This is a younger version of Morata.
I think AC Milan should be on the phone.
The club I've heard more than often, more than not, being linked with him is Newcastle United. Clearly got a ton of money. This is only a 23-year-old player who doesn't score tons of goals, but has the potential to be that link-up player that Newcastle need, Milan need. How many teams need this? Manchester United. I mean, every team needs a player like him.
You talk about him being a link-up player. He also has 7 assists on the season with those 12 goals that he scored for Braga. So we're looking for some exciting things. And that's what we want from this tournament, for these people to be seen by these big clubs. But we have full analysis and a tactical breakdown right after the break. You're not going to want to miss it. Stay with us.
Your dog from heartworm disease every month with HeartGuard Plus Chews. Digestive and neurologic side effects have been reported. For a limited time, get up to a 2-month rebate when you buy 12 doses of both HeartGuard Plus Chews and NexGuard Chews from your vet. Terms apply.
Drizzly makes it easy to shop a huge selection
Bellis goes back to Angel Gomez, and then all of a sudden, they start to attack. The passing and movement, once they get to the halfway line, speeds up and intensifies. They're waiting for an opportunity to get him behind, and that, of course, comes. It's a brilliant run in behind by Gibbs-White. Watch his positional play right now. Waiting for his moment to get him behind that defence. He sees the space, makes his run into the defence, and to this point right here, we've got 19 passes. There's the 20th, and this is about quality. Good service allows Gordon to attack the ball. 21 passes of the ball, 8 different players touched the ball in that attack. It's outstanding from England, and in many ways it's similar to the way that Spain like to play. Now, what does Spain do great? Spain do great on the counter-attack. They love possession of the ball, of course, but when they get the opportunity on the counter-attack, they don't want to just kill you. They want to gut you. They win possession of the ball against Switzerland in the quarter-final. And Abel Ruiz, his positional play. Think of Lewandowski. Movement away from the centre-back. Full-back's out of position. He's always looking for an option. And this is where we go back to it, Jenny. He's got the vision. He's not just a goal scorer. He's also a creator as well. And Gomez steps up in the right place at the right time. What they do great here in the semi-final against Ukraine. Clearly, they're winning by 4-1. It is already done and dusted here. But again, patience. He's looking for options. They want to go for the jugular here, looking for an option, and apparently Sergio Gomez only scores bangers because yet again it's another top-class finish. But I love what Abel Ruiz does. His positional play, the way he moves centre-backs. You saw it in that first clip there. The fullback had to go into a centre-back position because the centre-back was dragged out of position. Both teams play football the right way. And I have never seen an England team, whether it's the full national team, 21s or 20s, or even the women's team, play football out of the back as well as this under-21 group does.
But can they do that against Spain, Ian?
They're going to be tested now, Marco. They're going to be tested.
I think that's the biggest question, though, because we talk about England being so strong on defense, Spain being so strong on the attack. Yeah. Where do you give? Where do you take? That's going to be the interesting part there.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really exciting. These two teams, it's weird that they're so similar in the way that they like to hold possession and build out of the back. We talked about Angel Gomez, but Curtis Jones, you mentioned, yes. He has been phenomenal this tournament. Such a silky player, the way that he breaks lines, his little no-look passes through. He's so much fun to watch. There are a lot of those guys that are just so much fun to watch on both of these teams, and this is going to be a good one.
The thing that impresses me so much, though, about England, when you watch their goals, they come in so many different ways. Yeah. They're not typical. They're not one way. Sometimes it's a cross. Sometimes it's a header. Then they've also had amazing 1-2 plays where they show off their individual quality. So it's not like you could stop them in one way. Right. They have different avenues of how they hurt you. For me, that's the most impressive thing about this England side.
We are all impressed here. We're so excited for this matchup, and we're just minutes away from it. So stay with us because kickoff is coming right up.
Dog from heartworm disease every month with HeartGuard Plus Chews. Digestive and neurologic side effects have been reported. For a limited time, get up to a 2-month rebate when you buy 12 doses of both HeartGuard Plus Chews and NexGuard Chews from your vet. Terms apply.
Drizzly makes it easy to shop a huge selection of beer, wine, and liquor from wherever I am. I just open the app, find what I want, and it's at my door in under 60 minutes.
Drizzly.
Ding dong, Drizzly.
This is Marianne's first time visiting Paris.
Madame, où allez-vous?
Before Marianne packed her bags, before she attempted her first sentence in French, before she completed her first 15-minute lesson,
yes,
she downloaded Babbel. Babbel helped unlock her lifelong dream of learning French. She started speaking in just 3 weeks. So when it came time to tell the cab driver to take her to the Hotel Pierre,
J'aimerais aller à l'Hôtel Pierre.
Oh, c'est très bien. J'espère que votre voyage s'est bien passé.
150 language experts and educators designed Babbel to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language. Babbel focuses on natural conversation. You'll remember what you learn, and you can speak and pronounce with confidence. Start speaking a new language in 3 weeks. Start learning today at Babbel.com.
Here's your parachute.
Certain it's okay? Are you 4imprint certain?
Certainty matters, so congratulate coworkers or say thank you with promotional products from 4imprint.com.
4imprint for certain.
No. Absolutely magisterial here.
Artigliere del campionato brasileiro.
Colpisce ancora. Golazo.
Well, the guys here have been fighting about who's going to win this one, who's going to dominate the game in the entire break, but they're getting ready to get things underway at Batumi Arena. We'll send it right over to the commentary from Gary Taphouse.
No question, this is their trickiest test so far. We will start with the national anthem, starting with the national anthem of Spain. Certainly had plenty to trumpet about in this tournament. Let's have God Save the King. England won this trophy twice in the early 1980s when the format was very different. Overage players were allowed and the deciders were held over two legs. Howard Gale was 26, Gary Bailey was 25, both played for England in 1984. That was their last win when they beat, guess who, Spain in the final. Here's the class of 2023. Lee Carsley makes just the one change to the side that beat Israel 3-0 in the semi-final. Norwich City's much in demand Max Aarons is available again after suspension. He returns in place of Luke Thomas. Arsenal's Emil Smith-Rowe keeps his place. So that means Chelsea's Noni Madueke is again only on the bench, as is Cameron Archer, the only real out-and-out centre-forward. The on-field officials are from Norway. Referee there, Espen Esgas. The 35-year-old says he's proud and humble to be in charge of this showpiece occasion. The VAR is from Germany, Christian Dingert. As the two captains, Taylor Harwood-Bellis of Manchester City on the right. Abel Ruiz on the right there, Harwood-Bellis on the left. Now for Spain, their coach Santi Denia names the same 11 that started both the quarter-final and the semi-final. Captain Abel Ruiz becomes Spain's most capped youth international. He netted 12 times for Braga last season and has 3 goals in these finals, as does Sergio Gomez of Manchester City, who faces 3 of his clubmates here tonight. It's a bumper crowd inside this wonderful stadium, Batumi Arena. We're only a goal kick away from the Black Sea coast. It's a fabulous setting. All we need now is a game to match. And you would certainly expect this to be a final to remember. England hoping to end this long wait to lift this trophy. They've certainly never had a better chance. The last time they reached the final in 2009, they endured a 4-0 defeat to Germany. The England players take a knee ahead of kickoff. So away we go. England in the white strip, attacking the goal away to our right-hand side. It is the 2023 UEFA Under-21 Championship final. A mouth-watering occasion. What a setting, what a match we have in prospect between two sides who've really impressed in this last month and in the 2 years of qualifying before that. Both breezed through to the tournament. And both have made pretty light work of their opponents to get to this final. But of course, only one of these fine teams can lift the trophy. Santi Denia hoping very much that it'll be his side, who were absolutely terrific in qualifying. And Lee Carsley's team totally flawless during the final tournament. He did mention in his press conference that England were actually ranked 6th coming into the tournament, so getting to the final, a very big achievement. Getting out of the group, he felt, was a good achievement, but he feels this team, he says, has another 2 or 3 levels to go. Clearance by James Trafford, who's on the verge of a move, big money move from Manchester City to Burnley. Fee agreed between the sides a few days ago. I think obviously waiting till this tournament is over before that is finalised. Harwood Bellis, who made that same switch last season on loan from Manchester City to Burnley, helped Vincent Kompany's side back into the Premier League. Now a collision here, Cole Palmer and Juan Miranda. Palmer, who was outstanding in the semi-final with a goal and 2 assists. That's probably why he stayed in the team ahead of Noni Madueke on that right-hand side. In terms of the head-to-head between these two, by the way, 4 previous meetings in this competition. England won 3, drawn 1, lost none. Scored 6, conceded just 1. They did meet in the group stage when England last got to the final, 2009. England won that 2-0. And they met in the group stage 2 years later, that was 1-1. This is a Spain side who've been in spectacular form the last couple of years. Forward it goes by Garner, who's continuing to play at right back. Been a feature of England that Lee Carsley has played a number of players in different positions from where we've often seen them for their clubs. You can't argue with the performances or the results. 5 wins, 5 clean sheets. Front 2 again is neither of whom play at centre forward for their clubs. Angel Gomez with the interception, another one who was absolutely outstanding in the semi-final. Levi Colwell has gone down there, and Alex might get a ticking off here from the referee. Just looking to assert his authority early on here. Bit of a sore one that on Colwell, who understandably reacted rather angrily. Another brilliant challenge from Angel Gomez. Just does that so well. Smith Rowe and Gordon linking up. Gordon might take it on here. Oh, and so nearly pushed straight into the path of Cole Palmer. It was a good stop, that, from Arnau Tenas. Brilliant from Anthony Gordon. This is typical of how he's played in this tournament. A scorer against both Israel and Portugal. And that's a delightful turn again. England could be in here. Gibbs-White missed it. Well, I think the defender got a touch right in front of him. Palmer. Lovely drop with the shoulder. And the cross is onto the roof of the net. England with another big chance. Really bright start here from the young Lions. Anthony Gordon again. Brilliantly done. And a vital touch there from John Pacheco of Real Sociedad. Otherwise, it was a simple tap-in for Gibbs-White. His side could have easily conceded twice in the opening 6 minutes. England have been so bright in attacking areas. They've just got this abundance of creative talent. Surely Carsley has toyed with the idea of playing Cameron Archer. He certainly hasn't disappointed whenever he's been on the pitch. He's the only real out-and-out forward in the squad, but as I said, you can't really argue with the results in this tournament. He's certainly played his part from the bench, as he did in the semi-final. There's Aitor Paredes of Athletic Bilbao, sweeping it to this near side, and Juan Miranda. Pacheco. Paredes again, looking down that right-hand side for Victor Gomez. England have chosen their moments when to press as a collective very wisely throughout this tournament. What they've done supremely well throughout is to nick the ball in midfield. They've done it again. Gordon. Well, that's a giveaway. He bypassed Gomez, played it straight to the Spain captain, Abel Ruiz. Here he is. Touched out of play by the other captain, Taylor Harwood-Bellis. Miranda. Gomez on that far side. Here he is, the Braga right back. He was on loan at Braga last season. Now that move has been made permanent, where he plays with his captain in this team, Abel Ruiz. This is a repeat of the 2017 Under-17 World Cup final, which England won 5-2 under Steve Cooper. Quite a few names on both sides were involved in that game, including Smith Rowe, Gibbs-White, Sergio Gomez, Juan Miranda, Palmer. Now Levi Colwell. Jones. Ended the season so impressively for Liverpool and took that form into this tournament. Colwell. Pochettino confirming yesterday that he will be reporting for pre-season duty with Chelsea. His future the subject of a lot of speculation after such an impressive season on loan at Brighton last campaign. Aitor Paredes out wide. It's a nice turn from Sunset. On they go, near side here, Juan Miranda. swatted away by Colwill. It's the first time really that Spain have looked a threat. Pacheco. Miranda. Ghana, another one who's been playing in a different position to what we normally see him play. All tournament, he's been the first choice right back for England. Abel Ruiz. Sergio Gomez. Now a little bit of space here for Alex. Finding their groove here now, La Rojita. Sergio Gomez. Helped on nicely. But in the end, overhit. Rehan Sanset of Athletic Bilbao is a real danger man. Scorer in that semi-final rout of the Ukraine. Spain hugely impressive. Came from behind actually to win that semi-final in scintillating style, 5-1. "13 goals they've scored in 5 games in this tournament, Spain. James Trafford has given it away. Could this be a chance for Alex? Curled just wide after Trafford had given the ball away here. Nodded down by Sergio Gomez. And Alex Baena took aim, just didn't quite get enough curl. Scored Spain's first goal of these finals in the 3-0 win over Romania. Foul on Angel Gomez. And that man in your picture actually reached the final of this tournament as a player with Spain in 1996. Santi Denia. He's been coaching the Spanish international youth setup since 2010, starting with the under-16s and working his way up to the under-21s. Took over last year and is unbeaten so far. Ghana. Well, they're coming together there with Juan Miranda, who went down holding his face. Pushed in the back, and then an arm from Ghana as he tried to bundle past the Spain left back. Something and nothing. It's Levi Colwill for England. Aarons. Oh, that's a giveaway from the England left back. And taking it on here was Alex once again, just ran out of turf. Well, a couple of sloppy moments at the back for England, which Spain have not capitalised on at all. Spain with 5 players hoping to force an error here. Trafford has played it straight to Sergio Gomez. saw Trafford practicing a lot of longer clearances in the warm-up. We did wonder if he'd be looking to be a little bit more direct, considering Spain like to press high. We've got two teams here that really like to play possession football. England are very well set up to hit on the counter. We've seen that throughout this tournament. It's Victor Gomez. Antonio Blanco. Curtis Jones won it back. It's Harwood Bellis. Colwell. Well, I don't think that's the worst ball, you know, to try. With the pace of Gordon, they're very much aware of it. Spain is an absolute speedster. Anthony Gordon. Given away to Angel Gomez. Palmer. Too much to do, and it is an England throw. Treble winner, Cole Palmer. Not bad at the age of 21. Someone we haven't seen much of as yet, Morgan Gibbs-White. It's been terrific for England in this tournament. Obviously missed a penalty in the semi-final, so yet to score, but he's just given so much for the team. England a little too aggressive with the second challenge. Colwell looking to step up to win the first ball, then Angel Gomez, who's played this deep-lying midfield role so beautifully in this tournament. Nicely taken by Sanset. Bit of space here for Alex. Now Miranda. Good block on the cross from James Garner, but it will be the first corner of the final. And it goes the way of Spain. Manchester City's Sergio Gomez over the ball for the men in red here. And the header is just off target. Spain's best chance so far. Aitor Paredes got the first contact, but couldn't direct it on target. Well, he got the better of Garner, who had lost his balance. There was also half a chance for Abel Ruiz to touch it over the line. After that tumble, Garner has stayed down, and that just allows Lee Carsley to say a few words to the troops. England absolutely terrific in that first 5 minutes, but Spain have been the dominant force since then. England just going through the standard concussion protocols here with Garner, who was really wrestling there with Paredes. We had had over 44,000 in this stadium for the Georgia-Israel quarter-final. The co-hosts desperate to get through to the latter stages. It went all the way to penalties after a goalless draw. I don't think we've got quite that many here tonight, but it's still a bumper crowd. We might well have in the end. This has been the most supported UEFA Under-21 tournament ever. That's been confirmed by UEFA. Crowds have really played a part in this tournament. I think the atmospheres have been fantastic both here and in Romania. That's where Spain have played the majority of their football in this tournament. Lee Kars has made a point of thanking the Georgian people for the welcome they've received here. Colwell. Wide by Smith Rowe. Aarons. A lot of transfer talk around him. Wherever he signs for, he won't be playing much at left back. That's where he's played throughout this tournament. Colwell. Looking for Aarons. It's a beautiful pass from Colwell. Aarons wanted on his right side, of course. Smith Rowe. Gomez lifts it in. And a foul on Paredes. Just a little too aggressive in there, I think, from Gibbs White. There. Well, he got barged himself, to be fair. Just coming up to the midway point of this first half. Colwell. Aarons.